Welcome to the Dude Show podcast, starring Patrick and Chris, with updates from our sexy bosom-blessed news girl and commentary from producer Lewis. Clothing is optional for this broadcast, so grab yourself a whatever, sit back, and prepare to eat pie like you're on death row, you son of a bitch. And without further ado, let's fire this motherfucker up!
Man, that applause died down quick.
That sounded like a flat tire.
Yeah, well, that can only mean one thing, Chris.
Mikey's back.
Mikey's back. You know, I
What up,
coached
Mikey?
Lewis up over the last 7 months, beating his spirits down, making sure that the applause coming real loud. And here you are, back. Nothing. All right. Hey, people. Thanks for listening. We're happy you're here. It's new studio, new format, hopefully a few more listeners. Right, Chris?
Yes. New guests.
New
It's
guests?
exciting.
Yeah, Ostrander, she's behind this whole thing. She's like, hey, we got to up our game. I mean, we can't go another year with like 10 people listening to this.
No, we do at least have to get it up to 20 in the next year.
I think
squad goals.
I want to see
20
a
listeners.
100% increase.
How you doing,
right.
Ostrander?
Good to be here.
Good to see you, dear. Chris, always good to see you, dear.
Lucky Black Sabbath tickets were too expensive.
Why?
That
Was
go-
it tonight?
Yes, it was tonight.
Oh.
That was like $400 or something crazy like
You
that.
want to stand 80 yards back and see those old fogies up there?
You know, man. I would, but I can't pay that kind of money. That's
Chris,
ridiculous.
Last year,
Jesus, it's fucking Black Sabbath for millionaires. Who's got that kind of dough?
it's not that good of a show. I know you and
I know. I saw it 3 times the last tour.
I don't
that's
know
why.
how you
That's
did
why.
it.
That's why I'm fucking tapping out.
First
Tapping
off, let me tell you something.
Tell
I
me.
went to that goddamn show. I didn't go with you because you got better seats than me. And Ostrander,
They were a birthday gift.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And you were like a few sections closer to the stage than I was.
Yes.
I wasn't willing to put
No,
that
you,
kind of money
you were
out.
not.
And then so I saw that show, and what happened with me is, the Black Sabbath people. I don't know who our demographic is, but I can tell you this: this Ozzy Osbourne audience, white trash. I mean,
Trashier than
I
the
almost
Van
got
Halen
beat
audience?
up like 8 times by drunk white people that are 52. This is their night out, going to see Ozzy.
Your
Well,
family.
you know what it is, Pat?
Yeah, it's like my family.
Those cheap seats at the bowl, they come with a price.
Yeah.
Your personal
Wait,
space and
were
safety.
they playing at the bowl?
They're a cheap seat, but you pay.
Yeah, we saw them at the Bowl last year, and they're playing again.
Yeah.
This
They're
doesn't
great.
seem like a match, the Bull and Sabbath.
Oh, it does. Tony Iommi almost died at the bowl in like 72. Like literally
Oh.
fucking killed
Chris
over
was
on
there.
stage. I was.
Chris was there. He was one.
I was. Tony Iommi's my spirit animal. I was there.
They will not be getting my hard-earned money anymore, Chris. You can go get suckered into listening to that.
Sucker, I will.
All right.
Sucker, I will.
Now, Mikey's back. Mikey, happy to have you here, I guess. Right?
I'm happy. It's almost baseball season,
It's
man.
been a while.
Fucking-
Last resort.
yeah.
All right.
Not. That's not true. You took yourself out of the equation, so you. Shut
Back
up.
of the bullpen.
Yep.
All right. Enough about Mikey.
Yeah.
People, help me.
Yes.
Help me with this. Okay. As you know, I've moved to a new place.
Yes.
Now, my front door at my new establishment
Oh, here we go.
has a window at eye level, my door.
Okay.
So the other day, someone's a knock in there. You tell me if I'm a dick. Someone's a knock in there.
You are
and
a
I
dick.
look out the window. I don't see anybody.
Fuck that.
So I think
Okay.
it's like a ghost. I don't hear anything.
Go on.
Another goddamn knock. I open up the fucking door. It's a 6-year-old. It's a little girl hawking those Girl Scout cookies, knocking at my door.
Really?
Yeah, I bought a house to get rid of these people.
Exactly. You know, if I owned a house and somebody knocked on my door, I'd be Dennis Hopper from River's Edge just going fucking opening the door and going, checks in the mail, the fucking gun to the face. Get the fuck away from here.
Wait,
I'm
where's
not
she supposed to
knocking
knock on doors? Apartment complexes?
Okay. So
Homeowners.
Now
Yeah.
I look over her shoulder and there's Mom in the minivan staring back at me, watching, making sure I'm not going to pull her in the door and rape her. I should have done that just to prove a point.
Whoa. Time out.
What?
Well, you should have done what to a who? Yeah.
Snickerdoodles.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just Chris.
It's just cookies.
Hypothetically,
man.
I'm
It's
just saying.
It's just cookies.
What if
we've talked about this? How old was she? 12? What did I tell you about
I
the
think
underage girls? In
She was
the
very
show?
young.
Yes.
Very young. So she's, hey, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And then I'm sitting there. And by the way, who has cash now? It's not like I got a safe full of money anymore with cash in it. And so I go, oh, God, I don't have cash. Now I'm looking at the mom. The little girl's disappointed at like she wants to hawk some. She wants to make a sale. And I can respect that as a businessman.
Right.
So I'm listening to this, and I go, God damn it. But the other part of me is like, I really hate Girl Scout cookies. I mean, the quality of Girl Scout cookies is horrible. I mean, it's really bad. As far as cookies go, for the price, your bang for the buck really sucks. I mean, can we all agree?
I like those Savannah smiles.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, shit. What? Oh, sorry, Chris. We lost you. Are you kidding me?
Listen.
Hey, Rush Limbaugh.
That
Lower
fake
it.
powder that they sprinkle on those stale cardboard, whatever the fuck they are,
At least they've stayed consistent.
in being horrible.
There's only 2 cookies. There's only 2 cookies worth buying. Thin Mint and fucking Samoas. The other cookies don't
the
exist.
Samoas
Chris,
are good.
You put them in the freezer. There's only 2. Those are the only ones
Chris,
they should make.
Chris.
They take those peanut butter ones and burn them.
Oh, I bet you like truffle oils too, don't you? Those are the kind of cookies that my grandmother
How
would
does
eat.
cookies and truffle oil?
No,
What-
they're called
No,
trefoils,
trefoils.
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They taste like sugar and flour.
No.
My grandmother enjoyed those. Like,
with
but
her
now it's
with her tea,
2016.
like a good Massachusetts woman.
First off,
Yes?
all right, let me tell you something, Chris.
Yeah, please tell me.
It's not good if you have to collaborate it with another thing.
Well-
If you go, boy, I really enjoy that those hot dogs when I pile relish, cheese, and chili on top of it. It should be good because it's good on its own. It should be a standalone item.
So,
What in life is a standalone item?
All right, I will.
Okay.
All right,
please,
fine.
please extrapolate on that.
when I go to-
What is great by itself completely?
In-N-Out Burger.
No.
Yes.
It's not by itself. There's a bun, there's meat, there's cheese.
It's
there's
a
lettuce.
cheeseburger,
No.
Chris.
No,
an avocado is like the perfect.
No,
fruit.
Chris,
I'm
you're
talking-
saying
I'm
that the
talking
cheese.
singular.
No,
I'm
Chris, to
talking
your
singular.
point, the cheeseburger would only be good if it's with fries.
No.
Oh, have you had that cheeseburger with fries?
I've had it without cheese. It's terrible. It needs the cheese.
Ostrander, do you understand my point here?
I don't know where we're going. What happened to the 6-year-old?
Oh, sorry.
He sent her on her way, hopefully.
She's in the backyard, buried.
Is she buried, like 6 feet deep?
All right, so what
happened?
Well, I'll tell you what fucking happened. I felt bad, and I said, all right, come back in 15 minutes. I'll have some cash. I got to hop in that goddamn car. I got to drive down to an ATM to get cash.
You did not.
Yes.
You didn't write a check, by the way. Do you not have checks?
No, well, get this. So I show back up. Mommy's still in the minivan. The little kid now at this point's running around to all the houses in the neighborhood. And I walk up and I go, here's $20. I'll take 4 boxes. And the mom goes, I'm just going to take your order now. What?
You don't have to pay.
No, I'm going to write down it and then I'll
they
show
come
up when
back
the
when
cookies
yeah.
show
What
up.
kind of shit is that? You can go to any Ralph's and get your cookies on demand. There's always
Funny
some
you
sort of
mention
little
that. When I went to
stand.
the ATM, I walked by her fucking Ralph's, and there's eight
yeah.
of these little bitches out there.
The
trying to hawk their
enterprising
bullshit.
little Girl Scouts fucking set up camp in front of grocery stores and shit like that, and they fucking make their dough. They fucking hacks knocking on doors.
I'll tell you what,
Fucking
man.
encyclopedia salesman.
I'll tell you what. I was raped trying to sell me rah-rah raisins. Trying to sell me rah-rah raisins.
What the fuck is that? I didn't even know they came with raisins.
Wait, let me just say this. This is the worst time of the year because when I work in an office, the point of this was to teach kids like the value of salesmanship,
Yes.
etc. And this was like a long time ago. So now you have these poor kids like almost being raped and strangled, going up to stranger stores. And sitting in an office, I have to deal with people's like the parents. I would like to buy cookies for my daughter. Where's the value in that?
Oh.
You're selling cookies for your daughter, but she's not learning anything. Like it's just the weirdest
Ostrander,
time of the
long
year.
before I was an entrepreneur, very successful, that I like to, brag constantly on every podcast.
Captain of industry.
I worked as at an insurance company making $12 an hour, and these ladies would come in here, and I go, "Yeah, I'll take a box." They're like, you mean a whole box, or they meant like they wanted me to buy 12 of
A
these
dozen.
fucking things.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, you guys, we've
It's
got
my-
an entrance.
that's my neighbor's dog.
We have so many guests here at the podcast tonight. We actually have so many people in the room.
Triumph,
We've
the
got,
insult comic
we've
dog
got a
is
full
here.
audience tonight, don't we?
Yes, for me to poop on.
Anyway, Girl Scout cookies suck.
Okay.
Chris, Samoans, those are the only good ones.
Okay, we'll agree to agree on that.
Mikey, what say you?
They want to hit up my house a little bit after I get off work. I'm probably going to be a customer every time.
Is that right?
Stoner
Let's be
vision.
real.
That's right. The thread is real.
All right. Well, God, I got worked up there.
You did.
As I always
Over
do.
Girl Scout cookies, man.
So-
You
It was like a work up and then like no like end.
no
It
payoff.
was like no load, no money shot.
All right,
Where was
Calm
it?
people.
yourself down over commercial.
Sorry to spend your time. If you're listening to this podcast right now, this is your first time listening, you hear me bitch about
Fucking
Girl Scout
cookies.
Please, I swear, it gets better. Anyway, we got a great show for you. We got a guest from the new show Vinyl debuting this Sunday on HBO. Very excited about that. We got some games to play. We will be back. We got to pay some bills. We got a new sponsor. We'll be back in 2 and
2.
Zay, you're out for a beer. What do you have? Beer. What if there wasn't any beer? Sorry, guys. Never heard of it. Oh, Zima. Zima's good. There you go. What is this? Zima's a unique alcohol beverage. I kind of like it. Anything else? Did you get pretzels? What day is this?
Is that Zima? I love Zima.
Is it 1993?
Hey, look, Chris, we got to get sponsors where we can get them.
Zima is back and it's better than ever.
I love it and delicious. That drink, it quenches me. When I'm out there like working out, I like to be naked when I work out in front of a mirror. I'll tell you what, I grab a Zima.
Ooh, watch what I'm going to do here, Pat. You know what would probably be really tasty? Zima and Mountain Dew mixed together. Can you imagine the sugar
I can
bomb?
feel it all the way down in my plums.
Hey, Chris, I'm
See,
glad.
see what I did there?
Hey, Chris, what do we got up, Mikey?
We got some fun stuff.
What
We
are you
got,
talking about?
We got McRitchie on movies.
Still not on mic, this knucklehead.
Already?
Yeah. All right. Hey, McRitchie, I want to hear about you.
Oh, what?
Chris.
Patrick.
I love to hear your thoughts on what movies we should go out and spend our hard-earned dollars on. I don't go see a movie unless you put your stamp of approval
Unless I
on
put my thumb in the pie of it. Yes.
it. So, Chris, what'd you see this week?
This week, I saw Hail Caesar, the new Coen Brothers movie. Actually, on opening night, it was very Hollywood of me to go out and see the new Coen Brothers.
Fancy,
It was
Pat.
fancy. I'm like,
Sounds like a girlfriend
no,
move.
no, actually, it was me. I'm like, honey, let's go see Hail Caesar. It's opening night. Let's go. But Hail Caesar follows the day in the life of Eddie Mannix, a Hollywood fixer for Capitol Pictures in the 1950s, who cleans up and solves problems for big names and stars in the industry. But when the studio star Baird Whitlock disappears, Mannix has to deal with more than just the fix. It's basically.
By the way, that read,
Wasn't that
totally
great?
sold me.
So
Didn't
I've
it?
I should.
gotta go see
Look,
this
I'm leaving.
movie.
I'm gonna go see that movie right
Let's
now.
go see it now.
McRitchie
But I mean,
on
it's
internet.
basically a bunch of really. Okay. It's just a big Hollywood jerk. Let's jerk each other off and have a good time. You know,
I like that.
Like Josh Brolin's in it, George Clooney, Ray Fiennes, Scarlett Johansson, Tilda Swinton, Patrick's personal favorite, Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
From he
He's
does a
coming,
nice,
guy,
he,
Magic
he does
Mike.
he does a really cool dancing scene.
I saw it. I actually watched that clip a couple
Of
times.
course you did.
I did.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
big
not.
fan.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm saying it. Of course, you saw that clip.
Mhm.
But it's a charming movie. Like I don't know how it would play outside of Los Angeles because it's kind of a Hollywood movie. Like Birdman was a Hollywood movie, except this one's actually enjoyable and fun. Unlike Birdman.
Ooh, that was rude.
No, it wasn't. It's the truth.
Then why wasn't it released for Oscar consideration,
I don't-
whereas Birdman
because,
got Oscars?
Because it's not great. It's fun.
Okay, so then
it was done with a lot of love. You could tell, like the things that they recreated, the things that they did, they really gave a shit. It was done with a lot of love. They cared.
I feel like
It
the
was good.
trailer
And then
plays
the,
really well.
The Good Luck Bar was in it. I thought
Oh.
I thought Josh Brolin was great. I think he could be nominated next year. I thought he was fantastic.
Chris, the Coen brothers did this.
Yes.
Now, I have to say this about them.
Big Lebowski.
Hit and miss with me.
Yes, with
it's
me
weird
as well.
because here's where I stand with them. No Country for Old Men, amazing movie.
yeah.
Yes.
Right? Fargo. I think we can all agree we really
Great
enjoyed
movie.
that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where the waters get a little weird for me.
Okay, what do you got?
The Hudsucker Proxy.
Didn't
about
see
the,
it.
Okay. No? You're
No.
a McRitchie on movies, though.
I don't see
Okay.
everything.
What's the one with
You know which one really sucked? Burn After Reading. That movie.
Yeah, that was
terrible.
horrible.
That was a stretch.
That was a
That
shit
was like,
pile.
wasn't that Brad Pitt like
Yes,
in a
it was
weird
fucking.
role?
Yeah,
like,
it was terrible.
And I know all movie nerds will hate me for this, but I also did in that like Old Brother movie, the one
These are
about.
very white movies. We're
Didn't
talking
see it.
about. It's very white.
Didn't see it. Didn't see Inside Llewellyn Davis. Didn't see that one. Yeah.
All right.
No.
Chris, you got a clip?
Yeah, I do have a clip.
It sounded like clit.
I
said,
cl-
Exactly as I'm about.
Ignore my
Just as I'm
comment.
about to do. Sure. Okay. Would that it were so simple.
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 My dear boy, why do you say that? Why do you say twere?
Well, you said say it like I said it.
Yes.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple. Would that it were so simple.
Watch my mouth. Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Keep your head still. Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so
Would
simple.
that it were so simple.
I'm trying to say that, Mr. Lawrence.
Lawrence,
All right, this is what I'm going to say about that.
That
Is
was
that the
that
movie,
was-
Chris?
That's
Is it the
that-
whole movie?
That's part of the movie. That's Ray Fiennes being sublime. He plays the director, and Alden Ehrenreich plays like this hillbilly singing cowboy guy who basically can't act, but they wanted to change his image, so they get him to play in this, foofy movie, and he can't fucking talk.
Now, Mick Ritchie, I always ask you this.
Yes.
1 out of 5, if you can give it. What do we give this?
3.5. It was fun. It was good. It wasn't great. It had some really good. It had some really good moments. Oh. It was not a steaming pile. There was a couple really good scenes. There was a couple scenes where you're just like, okay, I'm not into the communists. This is fucking weird. I'm not into that. Scarlett Johansson was kind of superfluous. She was like,
Take her top off.
no, she did not. She
Not
did like
going.
a.
And who cares?
She was like an Esther Williams character where she was like a swimming movie. And
I like that.
Yeah, but I mean, Brolin was great. It was basically this company's trying to poach him away from being the studio head and give him a real job. And he's like, but he kind of loves the circus, and he basically, takes care of business all day. And at the end, it's just like a day in his life of wrangling. the
Not
circus.
feeling it.
Not
don't know.
feeling it
All
at
right.
all.
Well, hey, look, but who cares what I think? Mick Ritchie has spoken. People, he gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
I did.
And hit it, Mick Ritchie. Well, that was the word on the street for that goddamn picture. We got to pay some bills. When we come back, actress Stephanie Domini.
It can happen anywhere. That itch you can't scratch, embarrassing odor, you don't feel like yourself. Vagisil medicated wipes relieves itch, odor, even cleanses. Fast. Be the woman you want to be 100% of the time. Vagisil.
And we're back. All right, everybody. We actually have a goddamn guest. Some production value in this goddamn show.
It's a great day.
We have Stephanie here. Hey, how you doing, Stephanie? Get up on that microphone, little.
Oh,
little
sorry.
darling.
Hi.
Direct.
I'm up on it right now.
Yeah.
All right, Stephanie. We got some credits here. We got
Well, don't believe him.
no.
Well, okay. Let me see what we got. let me see what we got. Tell me what you got.
Well, you were in an indie film called The Cool Dark Place,
Oh yes.
which I
that is
saw a
actually.
little piece of. It was great.
I
You
will
look
say
great in it.
that's true because I wrote it and then produced it. So yes, I was in it.
You were.
Of course.
But while you're here, is you're promoting Vinyl, which premieres this Sunday on HBO.
Yes, I am promoting vinyl. I don't think it really needs a whole lot of promotion.
I think
Yeah, I see all the
I've seen the
billboards.
billboards, but
Considering
yeah.
like being like legend over the head everywhere you
Well,
turn.
I have to
billboards,
ask you
but
this.
yeah.
So Martin Scorsese, Terrence Winter, who did Boardwalk Empire, and then Mick Jagger, which is weird to see him as listed as a producer.
Yeah.
All right, I have to ask a question.
Okay.
This guy ever show up to the set?
He did.
Mick Jagger was there.
Mick Jagger showed up to the set. Mick Jagger showed up to the set multiple times,
That's
but
rad.
it was kind of ironic because I never actually saw him because he was always dressed in like normcore
Right,
dad jeans. And
Right.
I never even knew who he was, so it kind of like passed by me multiple times.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So-
cool.
his
That's cool.
son's in the show,
But
right?
his son, I've met his son many a time. He's a really sweet, down to earth guy, James.
Yep.
Jimmy Jagger.
So how'd you get involved with the show?
I was picture picked apparently by Scorsese and became one of the core secretaries, and that was kind of like how it.
Now, the show is based on basically a music company. I guess it would be like almost like the Sony of the 70s, right?
Yeah.
And the show follows Bobby Cannavale. Now, I love this guy. No, he was on Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah,
Hey,
yes.
It's an Italian name, Ostrander. I don't know how to pronounce it.
From what I know from doing all the like reading the articles and working with the cast, that's how they cast him, is from Boardwalk Empire. They're like, that's the leading man for this 70s show that they kind of had in the works that has been in the process way before Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the TV biz. You see it now, but it started 5 years ago.
Right.
Right.
Like they started
But
working it up.
actually, vinyl started in it started like maybe 10, 12 years ago. It's been kind of in the works for a while. From what I gather from Mick Jagger and Scorsese, they were trying to do like a rock and roll movie, kind of like Goodfellas, Casino, and it turned into a series. So.
Turned into a series. Now, I saw that it's 10 episodes. The pilot obviously debuts this Sunday. It's weird to think that Martin Scorsese, you think he'd have the power to just do whatever he wants, especially these days with the new formats we have where there's a million channels. If Martin Scorsese says, hey, I want to do a show, they'd say, fuck it, Mick Jagger's involved too, and they just greenlight it. But
I
this
feel
took
like
forever.
that too, but from coming from my standpoint, I don't really have a real like grasp on what's happening behind the scenes, but they've been working on this for a long time. And the Terrence Winter, actually, the final speech on our last day of shooting, he was very emotional about how much it meant to him that we finally got this in the bag and they shot this series, because they'd been working on it for such a long time and it was a passion project, and that they worked on it for over a decade. So it kind of like, as other filmmakers and actors and people that are working on things and you feel like it's never going to happen, you look to these people that have been working on things for 15 years that they've wanted to get on the pipeline, and they're
Yeah.
It's like
What's fun about
cool.
the show is I actually saw some of the actors involved with it, and I saw Andrew Dice Clay there, Ray Romano. I don't know,
Yeah.
are these guys just doing cameos or?
No, well, Ray Romano is more than a cameo. He's a large part of the whole project, and he has a huge role in vinyl. But like, as a fan and as a small little peon observing his talent, I feel like he kind of changed the dynamic of the show.
How so?
Everything, in episodics, everything's very scripted. And he came from a comedy background and an improv background, and he started, I think, giving a lot of things that weren't really in the script, that they weren't used to maybe adjusting on an ad-lib kind of level.
Sure.
But when he was doing it, and it was so natural, and it felt real to a lot of the people. This is my perspective. It's not necessarily real. I think it changed the dynamic of the show, and I really appreciated him as an actor so much deeper, because he's got a lot of depth that we didn't really see before.
So obviously we don't want to give away what's going to
No,
happen on
I
the
would
show.
never do that, 'cause I'd
but
be
I will
like-
ask you, like you mentioned that obviously Martin Scorsese and Terrence Winter, they have like the mob shows background.
Right.
I mean, does this get down and dirty, like that people are killed or?
Well, I don't know.
Do people overdose or what happens? Like,
What-
you
well,
can't
what
tell
Why don't
us?
you just tell me
I
everything?
actually don't know, because I never actually saw the script. Like, I was privy to
Your
a
scenes?
few of the scenes that I was involved in, and some of the stuff that they wanted us to know so we could act appropriately.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I mean, yes, the mob. It's a Scorsese project. The mob.
What's
is
the set
involved,
like, though, if
know?
you don't mind me asking? Like, what are people doing behind the scenes? I mean, this is rock and roll in the 70s. Are people, like, partying in their trailers, or are actors hooking up? What the hell's
No.
going on behind the scenes?
Okay, so I didn't see any of that, but it was really fun.
Boring.
I know.
Now,
Sorry, I
Stephanie.
don't have any really wild
No, but
stories.
I
but
Like the audience is listening, they want to hear about the show. Look, I will say this: it's
Okay.
in my TiVo. Like, I'm ready to see the
Yeah,
show.
me
I'm
too.
really excited about it. I watch TV on Valentine's Day. I'm going to spend it with Mikey watching.
That's romantic.
I'm sorry.
This goddamn show. But Ostrander, our news girl co-host here,
Right.
we've been talking, and she
And?
likes you guys have been friends for a while.
We have.
And she says, hinted at that you had known Tommy Lee.
Oh, so there's a common theme? Is that what you're saying? in
Yes.
my life?
Sex,
That there's,
drugs, and
a
rock and roll. Sex,
theme
drugs,
in my
and rock and
life?
roll.
Go
That might
on.
be true. And actually, maybe I should work on that a little bit more. Maybe I should. Yeah, that's my niche.
Now, Tommy Lee, I love the guy. I love the band.
Great drummer.
And you got a great
What was
story
the
about
band?
Tommy Lee.
Motley Crue.
That's funny that you said that because
I couldn't remember what, but it's been so long, right?
Well, his
Well-
personal life and his personality got bigger than Motley Crue for
Yeah.
a little bit.
well, the whole
so-
Pamela Anderson
Yeah, exactly.
video. Did you guys watch that?
Oh hell yeah, I did.
I've never
I
done that.
paid $19.99 for it.
I love you, babe.
How much did you pay? 1999.
You're awesome, babe.
I did.
Was that a lot in
It
1992?
was a small
or
fortune
whatever,
for this
whenever it came out?
podcaster at the time, but I do.
But
got,
wait, what year is that? That you actually
1998.
paid, that you downloaded and
no,
like
downloaded, please. I went to a porn store and bought a video cassette.
I
But
heard
wait,
that
I'm
house-
trying to figure out like what was the time, like what was the time
was-
frame? Because like people were starting to download shit on the internet.
This was
or
downloading,
You
Stephanie.
were going to the Van Nuys.
Stephanie, I didn't start watching porn on the internet in the bathroom with the door closed with Astroglide until 2005.
Oh,
Th-
really?
This
I
was
doing that,
physical
like,
media.
Here's the age difference. I've never had to walk into one of those stores. I've only
Good
seen
for
it in
you.
porn. How awkward.
Have you guys ever sniffed video head cleaner?
Why? No, we haven't. What is
But
that like?
what are you talking about?
Well, the
Oh, wait, is that like Scotch Guard?
this
good way.
whole conversation took a turn for the worse.
When you
or
say
the best.
We got some
We'll
of this
see.
shit here if you want to get
Oh
down.
yes. Anyways,
All right. Well, hey. What were we
no,
gonna say?
wait.
I'll show
I
you.
was gonna say. So you hung out with Tommy Lee. I think. Did a girlfriend of yours date him or something? How did you?
Yeah.
How, you came to LA. I think. Where were you living before you moved to LA?
in a crack house in Venice Beach.
Okay. So then, how did you get introduced to Tommy Lee? And anyway, what was it like? Because like we heard so much growing up about Tommy Lee. And, yeah.
Did you? Well, I lived in a crack house in Venice Beach when I first moved here, and a friend of mine from Chicago started dating Tommy Lee, and he's actually a really sweet guy. And like I was driving her from the valley to his place in Malibu Canyon, and he felt like it was too much driving. So maybe we should just all crash at his place. for the
Typical
next
male.
time.
Hey, you know
like
what,
his
guys?
style.
That you guys having to get in a car that drives you somewhere. pff,
Why didn't
Too
you
tall of
stay
an order.
here? Too
I'll tell you
many
what.
Women.
Who's got the time?
That's when one night
Yeah.
turns into like 3 years. It's like a guest that won't leave.
Well,
Is that
then
what
also it's like, you know what, guys, ladies, thanks for coming over tonight. Isn't that close? Isn't it confining?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be better if there weren't
Constricting.
any?
You need to breathe.
Right.
Let him breathe.
So you at Malibu Canyon. He says, "Hey, you guys, don't go home."
Don't go home. Stop driving your friend around town. Stop staying in the Venice Beach crack house.
Oh my God.
What a good guy, right?
Yeah.
He
Not-
was though.
sweetheart.
He was
Captain
actually
Save-A-Ho.
very sweet. And we stayed at his place, and then there was this one night that he was like, you know, I'm gonna have a party, invite your friends. And I'm like, yeah, Tommy Lee. He's like cool, like a brother. He's been really
Like
like
a brother.
like a normal human being.
Uncle
People have
T-Bone.
a weird perception. Uncle T.V. And so yeah, we all stayed there, and I invited my friends out one weekend, and some girl answered the door when we were arriving to the party, and she was full blown naked. And as we entered the party, there were a lot of naked people doing a lot of.
Is that what was that what was playing in the background, or
That was happening.
it was okay?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I
Should
thought.
have
it
been.
would be.
Wow. That's when I go, check please.
And there were other D-list stars. I should
Like who?
No.
No, you could say it.
Name
D.
one. Name one.
Name one. Rhymes
Um,
with.
It's
Polly
David
whore.
Slade. David Slade. Let's guess. David Slade.
Yes, David Slade.
Pauly Shore.
No,
Ob Schneider.
Hori
Feldman.
Hori Meldman.
I'm shocked.
Hori Meldman and yeah, I don't really
Sounds
know.
like an HIV
So
So
party.
anyway,
It was. And that's,
Wow.
sounds fun.
it was weird.
What
It was
did
of
did
its
you
time.
leave? Okay, she didn't leave.
right
Ladies and gentlemen, she stayed.
No, I stayed. But it was weird.
I bet it would be. I
just
saw
saw a
that
lot of
goddamn
things that
video.
I just felt like I was like not. I felt very prude suddenly.
I'll tell you what.
Was I prude for not participating?
You mean
No.
you mean you had clothes on?
Because my friends were like,
It got
"You're
weird.
very prude, and why aren't you participating?" Like, what?
I might if I showed up to that party and the naked girl answers the door and I drove up there, I might let him fuck me. Just to say I was there.
I think a normal human being would. Red-blooded American male, yes.
It's
of
crazy
course,
nice.
that's
See,
what
but
they do.
Once in a lifetime.
Tommy
I
fucked me.
admire that she valued her HIV negative status and said no. No, I'm gonna
just
sit this
say
one
no.
out. I'm just gonna sit this one out. You guys do what you do, have fun.
She
I don't have
did-
a problem with
She
it.
did watch from the sidelines.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh.
do any blow. I didn't do blow or participate.
Who
in any
brought
sex.
up blow?
brought up
Who
blow?
brought up blow?
It's but I'm telling you that's a
Okay.
huge accomplishment. On my
I
part.
bet.
Well,
In that
you
house.
heard it here. She's living the life. That's how she got into character. on
That's
this
where you
goddamn
went wrong.
Show. Is
Oh, maybe. Okay.
so,
So,
hey-
you're gonna give me some tips.
No, no,
How to
no,
get
no,
into,
no,
like,
no,
method acting.
No, no.
so Stephanie, where
Yeah.
should we be looking out for you? What episode do you come in? How far along in the show?
Where do I come in?
Yep.
What episode?
What's next?
Episode
Usually in
7.
bed.
All right.
I'm coming in episode 7.
Episode 7. We'll be looking out for it. Really
Nice.
excited. This Sunday, Vinyl, HBO. I'm going to watch it. TiVo,
Yes.
Martin Scorsese, Mick Jagger,
Woo!
Stephanie, Dominique.
Dominique
How
in the
can you
house.
not?
Show DVRs.
Hey, we're going to play a game. You want to stick around for that?
Of course, yeah,
Oh.
please.
Woohoo!
I'd like to.
Righty then. Mikey, hit it.
Flixter Fun, guess the score in your F1. Flixter Fun, in human centipede, someone ate the run. Flixter Fun, by the way, you got a 49 score. Flixter Fun, lost in translation was a bore. Flixter Fun, that piece of shit got a 94. Flixter Fun.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
I know I bitch about this, but I really, really hate that movie.
Which movie?
Which movie?
Lost in Translation?
Yes. It's the worst movie ever.
You
All
hate art.
Okay, I do.
Impossible.
I just want to sit in a hotel room with a rich boyfriend
In Japan.
and just order room service.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
I
what's
love
wrong
it.
with that?
love
Okay,
that.
people, as you know, Flixter Fun. The fans love this game. Stephanie, for you sitting in, the game is like golf. We're shooting for a low score
Love
here.
it.
We are going to name a movie. By the way, in your honor, it's movies, the theme here,
Yes.
based on movies about the music business.
Yes.
Ooh, well,
I got this.
okay.
So we're going to do
Close to my
5
heart.
movies. 5 movies. Flixter or Rotten Tomatoes gave it a score.
Oh God.
Guess
I feel
how
the
close you
pressure's
can to the
on.
score.
Can I just like play with your dog right now?
No, no.
Like do this game and drink wine. Like think that. Will
Are
be
we ready,
much more
people?
Suitable for me.
We're ready.
Okay.
We're
Let's do it.
ready.
Okay.
All right. First movie,
Yes.
Almost Famous.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what are I supposed
Okay.
to do?
Who goes?
Name actors.
Chris, please. Almost
Kate
Famous.
Hudson.
Almost
yes.
Famous. What did it get in Rotten Tomatoes? Flixter Fun.
Billy Crudup, Jason Lee.
Yes. No. It's a rock
Why
music
are you telling
classic.
Me the answers? I'm
I would say it got a 90. It's universally loved. I would say got a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes.
A 90, huh?
Yes.
Came
Scored
out
high.
in 2000. This was Kate Hudson's breakout movie. I
was.
enjoyed it. I went on a date to this movie.
She's never gotten past it. She tried to live it after it.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Chris Robinson. How'd that work out?
7.8.
What?
We've got a rogue guest.
Yeah, I know. Follow the rules. This isn't Tommy Lee's house. Act right.
Okay, someone is all right.
Stephanie, what is the score that Rotten Tomatoes gave?
Are you familiar
Almost
with Rotten
Famous?
Tomatoes? You
It's
go
one-
on-
7.8.
1 to
That's what I
100.
think.
It's 1 to 100.
For Almost Famous, right?
Right.
Yeah.
7.8.
Okay, 78.
78?
That translates to a 78.
There you go.
Did they
You
win?
know, I remember this movie. I loved it. I remember that scene where she's got like a tear dripping down her face and she
Yeah.
wipes it off. My dad's been going to see those goddamn movies, even the one with where she's got Uggs in the poster. Like she's some movie where she's got Uggs.
Are you talking about Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey and like?
Kate Hudson.
She's got Uggs all around.
Anyway, I think that this movie scored really high with critics and fans alike. I'm going to give it a 93.
A 93.
93%.
Way to Price is Right me.
78.
Way
What
to
did you
Price.
do?
I gave it a 90. Don't act like you don't know what
Suck
score
on
I
your
gave.
90.
Yeah,
All
suck
right.
on that.
Well, the score was an 88.
Ooh, so who won? 'Cause
Well,
I feel like
we'll find that out later.
I
That's
feel
what's
like I
fun
got
about
the
it.
right, so I get to take your dog home, right?
Please take him. All right, peeps. Are you
I
ready?
get to stay in the studio tonight.
What's next, Patty?
This is my
Stephanie's
path.
sleeping in here
I'll
tonight.
tell you
think
what.
so.
These rock and roll girls.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you.
Wild.
Wacky.
All
Wacky
right.
and wild.
Next movie, That Thing You Do. Now,
Is
I
that a
hated this
movie?
movie.
Oh
Who's in
Lord.
that? I don't even
Who's
know
in
what
it?
that
Tom Hanks.
Tom
and
Hanks and
others.
Steve Zahn and Liv
Jo-
Tyler.
Jonathan Skate, or
Was
however
this
the
a
fuck you say
Tom
his last
Hanks
name.
produced film?
Yes, it
Directed.
was. Yes.
Directed.
Produced
I'm
and
gonna say
directed.
good.
Playtone.
Ostrander,
20
what do you think they scored this
I
movie?
thought this thing was a boring turd, although I thought Liv Tyler was hot. I think it probably got like an 87 because Tom Hanks directed it.
Okay. Now, what I remember about this movie that I hate is that they kept playing that goddamn one song,
that
dude.
thing you do.
That they
Well, it was
Very
the dudes from
connected. It's
Fountains of Wayne that wrote that song.
Is that right?
Yes, the Adam Schlesinger wrote that song because they had to have a catchy, sickening.
Well, they had a lot
song.
of talent on that.
Exactly. So, but that being said, I don't know. I can't talk tonight. I give it. I'll say an 80 because
an 80.
I don't know if it was universally loved.
1996. Boy,
Yeah.
are we getting old.
Maybe
Yeah,
Stephanie
man.
wasn't even born then yet
I
because she's super
wasn't.
hot.
Possibly not.
I was born in 85, whatever.
Stephanie, what?
Oh,
what,
I'm
what
not
how do you rate
85.
this movie? How do you
What
rate this
movie? Which one?
That Thing You Do.
That thing you
I don't even know what
We
that
have a rogue
movie.
That
guess.
is-
we
Alright.
do.
But that
Her
thing
glass
you
is empty.
do,
Fill
I've
that up.
never even heard of that until right now. What is it?
All right.
It's weird.
There you go.
It's alien.
Okay, so that's a 0.
That's a 0.
Okay.
All
So
right.
that's a 0.
Well, the
Wow.
score for That Thing You Do is 93.
Oh,
From
I
who?
think Ostrander won on that one.
No sound effects, Mike?
Fuck.
Mike's.
Ooh, yes.
All right. Next movie. We'll move this along.
Mike's.
Yes,
Mike's.
we will.
Moving right
He's a
along.
vape at the wheel.
Sound City. Now, I saw this
Is this a
documentary.
movie?
I went
It's a
to
documentary.
I went to
Man,
the premiere
you
of
guys are
this.
killing
Richie,
me.
you went to the premiere.
I went to the
Would you
premiere.
tell her
I went to the
would you
show
tell
at
her
the
what the
Palladium.
documentary is?
That was one of the best nights of my
Shush me,
life.
That's rude.
It was great.
No. Oh my God.
What's that, Chris?
What's that? I said I went to the premiere. I went to the show at the Palladium. It was one of the best nights of my life. It was rad. It was
No.
good.
I was gonna
I
say,
had
toss
these crazy women hitting on me in the balcony of the Palladium, like groping me.
Wow.
It was.
What
it
were
got-
they
it got-
like? What were the women like?
I don't
They're
remember.
crazy, but like.
It was.
What were the
I don't know.
demographic? Were they
They
older
were.
cougars?
They were.
Yeah,
Might have been a little.
figured.
They might have been a little
I knew
cougary.
it.
Might
I
have been a
could
little
tell.
cougary. They were
You're
letting their
into
hair
it.
down. It's a couple years ago.
Freak.
It was that was BG before the
So what's the
girlfriend.
score, Chris? Obviously, you love the movie.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's a labor of love. Again, I don't think it was highly regarded as most people think it was. I'm gonna say an 80. I'm
An
sticking
80.
with an 80.
Now, I enjoyed it because it documented the Nirvana record and
And Fleetwood Mac Rumors record.
and all the records were
Tom
done at
Petty
this
and-
studio,
yeah.
and it was fun. Did you see it?
Yes, of course I did. I rented this. I think streamed it on Netflix because of all the amazing records that have been recorded there here in the Valley. One for the Valley. That probably got like a 96.
96?
I think everyone loved that across the board.
Stephanie, did you see the film?
Oh, hey. Which one?
Um,
No, this girl has been shushing me the whole night, so I'm like, wait, I'm
Ah,
not,
she
I'm not
loves
gonna
you.
part-
She loves you.
okay.
We're all having
That's
fun
my BFF, and she has the tiniest nose. It's so cute.
the
So-
score was 100.
Really?
Cool.
I
Yes,
knew
I love this movie. Every time it comes up on HBO, I watch it, and that's why Dave Grohl made those new whatever that.
Yes.
He
That-
bought
that
the,
thing
he
on
bought
HBO.
the soundboard
Sonic
from
Highways.
It's a great movie.
Bought the
It's
soundboard.
it's what a documentary should be. You
Yeah,
didn't
true. I
know
agree.
the
True
history of
that,
the place,
true that.
and you were fascinated by it. It was fun. It was
Totally
good.
agree with
I think it
that.
deserves 100.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's crazy.
It's
All right, we're
amazing.
gonna wrap this segment up with
Yeah,
one
it's-
more movie.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
8 Mile.
I haven't-
8 Mile.
Lose yourself to the music.
So wait,
you
I
know
haven't
what
seen
you
that either. I have not seen
It's-
any
it
of
was
these
with
movies.
who
What's
it-
wrong with me? I'm not.
it was,
I'm not looking
Well,
at-
Brittany Murphy, who's dead.
Evidently, you're not that into
That's
movies.
rude.
Eminem,
Way to say it like that.
but
Well,
she
she's
is dead. It's a
dead.
fact.
I know, but it was very dead.
All right.
Not just
It was
dead,
very like
very
dead.
dead.
Obviously, Eminem.
Ooh.
I love
Was this the song? Here, pump this
You
up,
only
man.
got
I-
one
Mile.
chance.
I mean, Detroit, bitches. It's all about Detroit.
And the wheels coming off.
Chris, you saw 8 Mile?
No, I didn't
isn't
see it,
About
but I'm gonna-
Detroit? I mean,
2002.
Yeah, I didn't
it's
see
like
it.
fucking Bloomfield Hills,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
I didn't see it, but I think it probably got a 90. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
A 90. Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna,
James,
I'm
you
gonna
keeping
say a
score here?
90. Yeah.
All right, and what do you give it, Ostrander?
I give it a thumbs up. and a 94. And mostly I think people were surprised by Eminem's performance in this.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Okay.
But it was good.
Good job.
Let me tell you
just
something.
saying.
I don't like it because the trajectory of people are, you're a pop star. Now I'm going to put you in a movie. And he was just following that treadmill. By the way, I'd
What
love to
about
be on
Kim
that train.
Basinger?
I'd love to be on that train.
Basinger.
Please get me on that train.
Basinger? Is it Basinger or Basinger?
I think it's Bass.
Basinger.
I don't know.
We have a
Yes.
very divisive.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
definitive.
Ostrander, your
Sorry.
score is?
I think I said, what, 94?
94.
You said 94.
All right, so why don't we do this? We had 4 movies. Stephanie didn't answer a lot of
A lot
that.
of the questions.
But we're going to go to the
What's
scorecard here.
that?
Mikey, play some music while we tally the votes and see who won.
Okay.
James got a score. Oh, I like this.
You all right?
Dying.
Breathe easy, big man. Breathe easy.
No, I'm good.
Take your time, James.
No one wants to answer
We
my
are
question,
reaching out to the
so-
accounting firm of Deloitte and Touche
Deloitte and Touche.
for the
Waterhouse.
Tuition
Yes.
push. Tuition push.
Touche and Touche.
Touche and the
Oh, you don't like
Boosh.
tuition push?
Do we have a winner?
That's right.
Do we
Hey,
have?
everybody tuition push.
winner? I'm just telling of Stephanie's
No.
numbers.
My numbers.
I think we can.
This might be Stephanie's significant other. He might be cheating those numbers over
Yeah.
there. I don't know.
All right, James, in
What are you
Flixter
talking
Fun,
about? I'm so spot
We need an
on.
independent auditor.
what is McRitchie's score? And a drum roll, please.
Who's McRitchie? Just joking. No, I'm joking.
41. McRitchie got a
It
score of
rhymes.
41.
Okay.
It rhymes with 40.
All right, and what did Ostrander get?
Ostrander got under the legal age. She's 17.
Congratulations!
Good for
Oh,
you.
is this like golf lowers better?
Good for you.
Ostrander, you played this game like 18 times. Were you drinking what Stephanie's drinking? Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god, that's so rude. I was drinking your juice, man.
Oh, your juice.
All right,
You gave me
Ostrander,
the juice.
we're going a little long. Now's your time to shine.
It's time for the Dude Show News
That was
Show.
so anticlimactic.
Prepare to be informed.
That's so
Because our news
anti-Semitic.
girl is down for almost anything except anal. Now let's give it over to
Christine.
I am down for anal.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh,
On
man.
fucking
Revelations
record, because
tonight.
apparently my slurs
Man,
and
this
talking
is the
things
Dude Show
like
After
a
Dark.
horrible thing to
This
say.
is the Dude Show After Dark. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Did anyone who watched the Super Bowl this weekend? Because it is.
It sucked.
No one.
It has come and gone, and the Super Bowl the halftime was praised, and the game was relatively entertaining. But it's the sad face that
No.
Eli Manning made when it was finally apparent that the Broncos had clinched the game that everyone was talking about. Did you guys see this face that
I
he
did
made?
see the Manning face. Yes.
Okay, so I think people were saying like, oh, he's no longer the one that holds the most Super Bowl rings in the in the family, which is 2, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But he's come forward and said that the long face was because he was concerned about whether they were going to do a 2-point conversion or something like this.
I don't know. He's just trying to.
Shut the fuck up!
Yes.
Anyway, if you haven't seen the pictures online and the videos, it's pretty hilarious.
I've seen it, and I actually believe that looked like concern. The brother was worried. I mean, he knows everyone's watching him. Look, people, in this society, we know now. When we call the woman that's parking too close to our car next to us a cunt, we know that there might be a phone out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we
Every
don't
day.
say-
Right.
So I believe he knew. All eyes were on him. I think that was genuine concern. I don't think there's any kind of nepotism between the brothers.
No, I agree. I agree.
No, I don't-
But it was funny to watch.
Manning face are legendary. There's a thing known as Manning face where they just make
kinda
that
like dead
sour
face.
puss.
They're kind of dead behind the eyes.
A little bit. Well, if you got knocked in the head that many times, you'd be dead behind the eyes too.
Well, also these guys, I was explaining to my wife that, how can you have 2 guys that won Super Bowls in the same family? And I said, they start getting prepped at 6.
At 3.
There's a dad involved. There's an uncle.
Their dad was a professional football player. He played for the
Yes.
Saints. So it's kind of like a quarterback farm. He's like and he walks around all the football stadiums like he's a
Should
fucking
they stud his?
like he's a stud. He's the
Should they
quarterback
stud him
stud.
out?
Nice.
Should they stud him out?
They did.
What, What do you mean?
For a seed.
Well, they do that, and now I've watched this thing on 60
Doo-doo.
Minutes where they actually have quarterback camp where at like 8 they ship these kids out and start teaching them how to throw. And what else you got?
There is a Manning quarterback. There is a Manning football or Manning quarterback academy.
Right.
That Peyton and the old
Pay
man.
a lot of
and-
money to
yeah.
go, and
Oh, yeah.
that's how you get your next NFL
That's right.
quarterback.
Well, you know who needs to go to this? This man in Wisconsin, he was convicted on Monday for his 10th DUI, and he blamed his high blood alcohol content on beer-battered fish.
That's a good,
So this-
nice job.
That always happens to me, actually. Whenever you
She you know what? She went to
It's
Red
like
Lobster
pushes
tonight.
me
She did.
over
She's
the
they
edge.
fucked her up.
It's
You know,
not
it's
my fault.
It's so weird.
You're battered fish.
Who gets 10 DUIs? Don't you go to
Limit.
jail? Don't you go to jail after 2 DUIs?
Depends what state you're in.
So anyway, he was arrested, and when he was pulled over, I guess the officer had seen him crossing the center line. The driver denied drinking alcohol, said he'd eaten beer-battered fish in the evening. His sentence is pending. He's been charged, and he faces up to 12.5 years in prison. What say you, Pat?
Well, I've sat in the AA meetings and I've listened to these people.
How did
talk.
those turn out?
Wait, why?
Boring.
Wait, what?
First off,
Why-
yeah,
wait,
it was.
Pat,
You know
why were
when
you in
when
AA?
chicks go like they'll have this period in their life where they'll
the
go.
hard-hitting questions. Why were you in the AA meetings?
Well, I honestly, Stephanie, it's like, you know how girls that sleep with too many guys for a while, they go,
Yeah, that's
you know what,
me.
I need to not.
I got it.
I got to dial it back a little bit.
Oh.
I went through that phase.
So I should
I'd have to
dial it
you
back.
were
Is that
born
what you're
again
saying?
sober.
I was born again sober. By the way, I never had more entertaining hours than listening to these
you were
knuckleheads
so
sit in these
cute.
rooms
I
talk
love
about
you.
it. And
You're so
at
cute.
many times I would sit in there, and the women in there would go, "I'm on my 8th DUI," and then the guy would go, "What? Like what happened?" Well, they arrested me. I had my 2 kids in the back seat, and you're like,
Do you think
"Wow."
there was like manslaughter happening within those 8 DUIs? Like one of those
I think they'd be in
DUIs, I
jail.
feel like someone would
I
die.
think they'd be in jail, but
Do you think
They
someone
went-
died?
I'll tell you what,
in one of
Australia, to
those?
answer your question, what happens is you can't put them in jail forever because you keep, they
You're
didn't
dodging
kill
my
anybody, so
question.
you can
You're
only go
dodging
like,
me.
I guess we're going to put you in jail for 6 months again.
Okay, you know what? Speaking of jail for 6 months, I just want to wrap this up with that Valentine's Day is just around the edge of just around the corner, and no matter what you're planning to do, only 1 in 5 couples will make love on Valentine's Day. Most
What?
people say that they feel too full
I'm
after
totally
this
fucking
lavish
my
meal that
guy.
they've had. They're too
Before
tired,
Valentine's
or they make
Day.
all these other excuses. And then 64%
And
of
probably
single
alone.
people have sex. So anyone who's in a couple, don't waste your money on a meal
Wait.
because you're going to be too full to
The
fuck.
guy, you're
That's not
definitely
true.
having sex. The guy's
not
coming
true.
before the girl.
Wait,
Well-
what?
But does that?
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're
There is
saying.
a lot of Valentine sex happening.
Okay.
Well, girls are saying it's not happening because they didn't have a chance to come because guys are like always like pre-jacking before.
Taking and not.
It's like, oh, guys think that like, oh, I'm gonna buy you dinner and give you fucking chocolates, and that they can come before the girl.
Whatever.
But you know what I'm saying? Wait, you know what I'm saying, right?
Well,
no, actually we don't.
No one knows what I'm saying.
hey,
No.
look,
You guys give me way too much wine. It's my
No.
No.
There's like wine and dogs.
It is.
look,
It's a beautiful
I'll
night.
say this. Look, this Valentine's Day, I'm really excited about
Really?
it.
Are you?
I actually am. Yeah, I plan on eating a lot. And-
Yeah, wait,
Are we
you
eating a lot of what?
You going to Red Lobster? I'd
I
like
know
to
you're-
speak to Red, please.
I'll say this. Hey, peeps,
I
we
just
think-
call it like it is.
we
Sorry.
thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Look, maybe this show wasn't your cup of tea.
I think it
maybe
was.
we drank too much.
Maybe it was a glass
Maybe
of wine.
we got a little crazy. Maybe, but the important part is it's Valentine's Day. Listen to the podcast during Valentine's Day with your little lady. Show her how entertaining you can be.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you people.
We love you too.
Hey, Mike, you want to hit that?
Mike, you want to hit the out?
You want to hit that outro?
Yeah,
Mike. I've been waving at you, giving the eye for 10 fucking minutes.
Let's wrap
Get
it up,
something
people.
down me out.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.